whisper again because it's nighttime. I wanted to bring up Deuteronomy again. Deuteronomy 24. That scripture where it's these glasses. That scripture where it's talking about a woman being put away by her husband because he finds some kind of uncleanliness in her, and then he puts her away, and her husband either dies, or her second husband either dies, or he puts her away too. And the commandment is that she's not allowed to rejoin her former husband. Okay, and I made the video to kind of stir up maybe some conversation about why that really is. Because I don't think that it says she can't return to her former husband. But does that mean that she has to stay single forever? Or is it just that she can't return to him? Okay, and I found this other website called Liberty Gospel. Okay, and it's bringing up Mark 10:9. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. But what if man disobeys the law, Lord? And the court system, anyway, the court system says, gives them a divorce. Are they still married? That's the question. So, hold on a second. And for the woman which hath a husband is bound by law to her husband's law, blah, blah. Oh, in Romans 7, I cannot read. Romans 7:2 and 7:3. Okay, this is it's scripture basically giving her permission to remarry if her husband passes away. That if she is parted with her husband but she remarries, she's considered to be an adulteress. But if her husband dies, she's severed from that law. Okay, and their argument is that even if a woman remarries, she's still considered married to the former husband. God may not approve that second marriage, but she's still considered to be married to both of them. I have a problem with this because I don't see how a woman can be married to more than one man. And the word adultery actually implies the breaking of wedlock, which for the most part, at least from what I can see, is in the woman's power alone. It's when she actually sleeps with another man that wedlock is actually broken. So I don't understand. I can see how one man may have certain rights to a woman because he's not done anything to merit the divorce. He's a believer, and she doesn't really have a just reason. That's really the only way that she could leave her husband is if he was just, trying to turn her against God. But, yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of interpretations here just about what actually breaks wedlock and what doesn't. And that's one of the reasons why I don't understand. I've never really been able to resolve that scripture in Deuteronomy. Doesn't make sense to me. I feel like there's some open holes in there. Is she not able to go back to that former husband simply because he's defiled she would have a scorned marriage with him. So she has to start off clean, because if she's already slept with another man, her wedlock is broken with the former husband. It would be like a new marriage, right? That's the only way I could see it. And when we look at the other scriptures, they're making it very clear that a woman is not set free until she's, her husband has passed away. So we've blown that all to hell, haven't we? Because people get married over and over again. Another thing is, I don't know what their stand is on marriage, but there's two ways to look at marriage. You get married because you make this vow and this commitment with witnesses and all that, and that makes you married. Or you go to bed. And we didn't really have legal marriages until much later, so it doesn't really make sense to look at marriage that way. I would think that it seems to me that when you have sex, that's when you get married. That to me is self-evident. I mean, that's how you make your babies. And that's, that's when you've actually started a family, is the point when two people have sexual intercourse. I mean, everything's changed, body's changed, especially for the woman, which is probably why it's more in her power to actually cause a wedlock break than the man's, because it's her body that goes through all these changes. She has sex with the man, and then all of a sudden her body's trying to get adjusted to his body so that she can make babies and actually be successful. I mean, it's a lot of work to have a kid, to be pregnant and go through childbirth and all that stuff. So, and that may be the significance of why it's such a big deal for women to stay with the same partner, because she's jeopardizing life. So maybe that's why adultery is such a horrible sin, because you're jeopardizing life in its entire. So, anyway, okay, can't think anymore. But I'll pick up tomorrow.